Welcome back to Scandalous Truths, the podcast where we unravel life's most shocking, heartbreaking, and downright unbelievable stories. Today's episode is about betrayal, heartbreak, and the struggle to heal. It's a story that so many can relate to, because when trust is shattered, the pieces aren't always easy to put back together. This episode is titled, "My Husband Cheated on Me, and I Just Can't Get Over It." Infidelity is one of the most painful experiences someone can endure in a relationship. It's not just the act of betrayal, but the ripple effects it causes. Today, I'll take you through Emma's story, a woman who discovered her husband's affair and is grappling with whether she can forgive or if she should walk away. Emma reached out to us to share her story, hoping it would help others in similar situations. It all started 2 years ago. Emma and her husband, Ryan, had been married for 8 years. By all accounts, they had a good life together, a cozy home, 2 kids, and what Emma thought was a solid partnership. But as we all know, appearances can be deceiving. Here's Emma's story in her own words.
Looking back now, I can see there were signs, but at the time, I was too wrapped up in the chaos of everyday life to notice. Ryan started coming home late more often. He blamed work deadlines and stress. I believed him because he'd always been so reliable. Why would I question it?
For months, Emma didn't suspect a thing. But then, there was the phone call. A simple moment that changed everything.
It was a Sunday morning. Ryan was in the shower, and his phone buzzed on the nightstand. I wasn't snooping. I just picked it up to silence it. That's when I saw the name Melissa. My stomach dropped. I don't know why, but I opened the message. It said, "Last night was amazing. I can't stop thinking about you." My heart shattered in that moment.
Emma confronted Ryan that day. What followed was a confession that turned her world upside down.
At first, he denied it. He told me Melissa was just a friend. But I'm not stupid. I told him to stop lying. That's when he broke down and admitted he'd been seeing her for 6 months. 6 months of lies. 6 months of him coming home to me, to our kids, and pretending everything was fine.
Emma's immediate reaction was to kick him out of the house. She wanted space, but more than that, she wanted answers. Why did he do it? Was it her fault? Could their marriage survive?
Ryan begged me to let him stay. He said he'd made a mistake, that he still loved me. But how could I believe that? If he loved me, how could he betray me like this? I told him I needed time. I needed to think.
The weeks that followed were a blur of emotions for Emma. Anger, sadness, confusion, and moments of clarity where she wondered if leaving would be better than trying to fix what was broken. She sought therapy to help process her emotions. But even with professional help, the path forward was unclear.
In therapy, I learned that Ryan's affair wasn't about me. It was about him. He was struggling with his own insecurities and looking for validation in the wrong place. That helped, but it didn't erase the pain. How do you trust someone who's betrayed you so deeply?
Emma and Ryan decided to try couples therapy. Ryan was committed to earning back her trust, but Emma found it hard to let go of her anger and pain. Emma and Ryan decided to try couples therapy. Ryan was committed to earning back her trust, but Emma found it hard to let go of her anger and pain.
Some days I feel like we're making progress. Other days I feel like I'm drowning in doubt. I love Ryan, and I want to believe he can change. But I also wonder if staying is just delaying the inevitable. Will I ever truly get over this?
Emma's story ends where so many others do, in the middle. She hasn't decided whether to stay or leave, but she's taking it one day at a time. And maybe that's the lesson here. Healing isn't linear, and it's okay to not have all the answers right away. If you've ever been through something similar, know that you're not alone. Infidelity is devastating, but it doesn't have to define you or your relationship. Whether you choose to forgive or to walk away, the most important thing is to prioritize your own well-being and happiness. Thank you for listening to Scandalous Truths. If Emma's story resonated with you, or if you have a story of your own to share, We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, this has been another episode of Scandalous Truths. Stay strong, stay hopeful, and remember, the truth, no matter how painful, always sets us free.